What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to part 5 of the R1 restore. As you can see, we got that freshly painted tank and it looks so good. It took a bit because the guy was really busy, but if you want, I'll actually leave either a link or I'll actually show a picture of the guy's Instagram. You can hit him up on there. And like I said, if you want to get your tank painted, he did a phenomenal job on the tank. It looks really good. Actually, let's go look at it real quick right now. There it is, guys. Woo-wee, look at that tank. That thing is looking fresh, man. Super, super nice. Like I said, we basically got it to match the color of the fairings. You can see it's nice and dark. It depends on where you look at the tank and the angle of where the light is. As you can see, obviously, the fairings on certain parts look darker, and same with the tank as well, depending on where you are. It does have that, darker part to it. So, but overall, very, very happy with it. It's got the decal on there, which flows with the scheme of the plastics very well, just like an OEM one should. And overall, super, super happy with the job. So huge shout out to Jim. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate the hard work. All right, so obviously we have our bottom cowl here. This thing looks freaking mint. We have the seat cowl we're going to have to put together, and then we could put that on as well. But we also did get a new exhaust, and I will actually leave a link in the description to the video on this, and it will have basically all the stuff that, basically the information on this thing. So this is going to sound pretty good. We're actually going to do a sound test compared to what's currently on it. The link pipe is just some aftermarket one. This is some Delavic muffler. So it's going to be interesting to see how the sound difference is. So I'm going to first start this thing up, let it warm up fully, and then get some good revs, and then we'll do the same with that one after we install it. But I think it's going to be a little bit louder, which is good because these bikes are a little bit on the quieter end, so I think it will make it sound really good. But all right, let's go fire this thing up and then get that sound test for you. All right, the bike's fully warmed up, so let's get some revs. So we did put the DB killer in. It actually goes inside the muffler from this end, and then the link pipe holds it in place. But it definitely, in my opinion, sounds definitely better. It's still loud, but it has a better tone to it. Overall, pretty impressed with this for the price. I mean, like I said, 70 bucks shipped, link pipe and the muffler. And it does sound a little bit louder than the other one, so it wakes it up a little bit. It's probably a bit more free-flowing, and I like it. Definitely looks good with the blue fairings for sure. So, all right, so now we're going to go install the lower cowl because that thing has been just sitting waiting for this exhaust to get here. So. And before we could throw this bottom cowl on, I'm going to be throwing a brand new OEM Yamaha clutch in there because it was slipping in a prior video. So I'm actually going to go set these in oil, let them sit overnight, and then we'll start tearing this apart and putting the new clutch in. see the disc is a bit burnt up, so it's definitely needed to be replaced. All right, and just like that, we have our complete clutch installed. This should be awesome. It's gonna feel really good with a brand new clutch in here. If you guys wanna check it out, I will have the first link in the description of a how-to video on how to replace this whole thing with torque specs included. So make sure you guys check it out. It's been super helpful for a lot of people, and it's also been helpful for me if I had to, reference back to what I was doing. But all right, now let me go get this clutch cover back on. Clutch cover's back on. We got our side panel back on. Our exhaust is on. We have our seat cowl on, and now we will end up throwing on the bottom cowl. Super excited because this is the last piece to put this thing together. So let's go throw this on. All right, guys, and just like that, we got our bottom cowl on. It did fit pretty good. Something you want to note is when you're doing aftermarket fairings, sometimes you can't tighten everything all at first. I would just get them to catch a bit and then go around, and then you'll get everything to fit nice and snug. But as you can see on this side, we got our other part on as well. Well, obviously it's one big piece now, but yeah, everything lined up really good. And the China exhaust does clear this part over here, which is pretty good. I may want to actually put a tiny bit of heat tape like right there, just because I mean, I could have a finger about. It's probably fine, but maybe I'll put a tiny piece. I don't know, but either way, came out really good, and the bike is looking awesome. Yeah, just look at this thing. Absolutely amazing. Looks so good. But all right, guys, so this is going to be the end of the video. We're going to have definitely a ride video on this. I'll be taking it out for a good long ride. And then we'll obviously do another video that will be a good walk around of this thing so you can really see it in the sun to appreciate it. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.